All right, so we are live recording now. So again, hello and thanks everyone for joining us today. My name is Bo Giles. I'm the membership manager for the South Tampa Chamber of Commerce. And then welcome to our August membership meeting. First, let's take a Facebook minute checking out today's event using the hashtag STCOC. Now I would like to introduce our amazing, wonderful, sweet, best chair of the board, Connie Gage. So Connie,
Wow.
once you're unmuted, you're good to go.
Thank you, Bo.
You're welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm Connie Gage, and I am proud to be your 2019-2020 Chairman of the Board. As we continue to navigate through the transitional time we're facing, we look forward to recovery. And I would like to thank you, our members, who continue to remember a member by ordering takeout from local restaurants, shopping at our retail stores, working together to reopen, and contributing to support our nonprofits. Like you, we have recently implemented new strategies and programs to pivot and adapt our services, but the mission of the South Tampa Chamber remains the same, and you can be assured that we are laser focused on local businesses, our economy, and our community's quality of life. I'm excited to share a few of those new initiatives with you today. We're currently in the middle of the New Teacher Welcome Week, honoring new teachers at 17 South Tampa area schools. I want to thank you to Advent Health Center Care and to all of the sponsors who helped make this twist on our annual New Teacher Breakfast a success. Last week, we announced our new Resiliency Workshop series to take place September 21st through 25th, presented by the Tampa Hillsborough Expressway Authority. This 5-day workshop series is designed for business owners, managers, and others who need help defining, measuring, and improving upon company vulnerabilities. Join the South Tampa Chamber, Tampa Regional Planning Council, and the City of Tampa, along with speakers from the USF Luma College of Business and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce to gain practical information on strengthening our business community in a measurable way in light of recent events and those to come. And today you are the first to hear about the South Tampa Chamber Restaurant Week to take place October 10th through the 18th. We're excited to support our restaurant and hospitality industry who have so greatly been impacted by the events of this year. Thank you to our staff, board, ambassadors, and members who have worked tirelessly to develop new and innovative ways to connect and engage our member businesses who have consistently brought us valuable programming, educational, and connection opportunities. This is your chamber, and we value your feedback. Please do not hesitate to reach out to a staff member, a board member, to let us know what else we can be doing to help you. And lastly, I'd like to remind you that we're currently accepting board of director applications for next year. If you or someone you know would be a good candidate for this, we would encourage you to apply. And with that, I thank you again for taking time to be here today, and I'll turn it back over to Bo.
Awesome. Thanks, Connie. I want to put a quick reminder out there that while we're continuing to host our larger events virtually, we just now have begun to host smaller in-person networking opportunities. Please check the chamber calendar for dates and locations, and just please keep in mind that pre-registration is required just due to limited seating. All right, and now we would like to recognize our sponsors who made today's event possible. I'm going to give you an opportunity, all of our sponsors, to briefly tell us about your company. So first, I wanted to welcome Stephen from Brandtastic to tell us a little bit about Brandtastic. So Stephen.
Definitely. So as you said, I'm Stephen Allen. We are a marketing and web design company, and we love to be in person with our clients. We actually visit them. Frank Matola and my coworker Jonathan, they're actually in Wisconsin, and they're getting photos and videos just so that we can do ongoing marketing. That's kind of where we stand out with our other competition, because we are personal and we don't like to use stock photos. We use actual photos of our clients working. And we've actually been blessed. Despite the crisis, we've actually had 2 new clients who have joined us. One is a water treatment company in New York, and the other is a chimney service company in Massachusetts. And so we've been really striving to help them during this hard time through innovative marketing. And thankfully, almost everyone on our client list is actually doing better than a year ago. And this has taken, like I said, innovative marketing as well as just a lot of work to help our clients be on top of Google and keep their high ranking. So again, we're a web design and marketing team, and we just love to be personal with our clients, and we're there alongside them every step of the way.
Awesome. Thanks, Stephen. We obviously really enjoy the partnership that we've had over the last couple of years with you guys. So again, thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Next up, we have the Jim Moran Institute for Global Entrepreneurship. So Shane.
Hey guys, good morning. This is Shane Smith. I'm the director here in Central Florida for JMI. It's great to be a part of the chamber, and we are opening up our fall cohort starting in September. So if you are interested in applying, please do so. I put some contact information down there for you. We have plenty of chamber members that have been through the program. In fact, we just finished up our most recent program in which our wonderful CEO and president has gone through. I see some others here. We also have a nonprofit program doing the same thing. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me, smith at jimmoraninstitute.fsu.edu. Too much to remember, but ask somebody and you can find me. But again, glad to be here and looking forward to today's meeting.
Thanks, Shane. And then last but not least, we have the Barrymore Hotel. Selena is going to tell us about her hotel, and then she's also going to do a small little giveaway for us. So Selena, take it away.
Okay, thank you, Bo. Hi, everyone. It's great to see a lot of familiar faces on these Zooms, which we're all familiar with doing. We have been members of the South Tampa Chamber for the last 3 years, since 2017, and it's a great partnership, and we have met so many wonderful business partners through networking and through these Zoom meetings. So thank you to everyone at the South Tampa Chamber. So for those of you who haven't heard of the Barrymore Hotel, we are located downtown on the Tampa Riverwalk. We are near fantastic restaurants and parks, and sporting venues are all within walking distance of the Barrymore Hotel. We are open and we are operating with a lot of weddings and social events. We're seeing requests from brides. We have 6,000 square feet of meeting space at our hotel, which has been newly renovated and refreshed and remodeled for all social events, meeting spaces, and small gatherings. We've implemented a 25 points of care, which is a high touch point areas that we sanitize and clean on a regular basis. Those would be your elevator buttons, the phones in your rooms, your key cards. So we have definitely made sure that all of our guests and clients are booking and feeling confident and comfortable when they stay at the Barrymore Hotel, when they're having a meeting or an event, or just enjoying our rooms and our views in our rooms. All of our meeting spaces, we are practicing social distancing, so tables and chairs are in compliant with the 6 feet apart. So we have made sure to, utilize that in our meeting spaces. As far as our catering services, we have partnered up with a lot of great restaurants in the area to help cater food and beverage for your event. I'd like to give a shout out to Beulah. We have partnered with them thanks to remembering a member on South Tampa Chamber. They are helping us with those services there. So we look forward to having all of you guys come and visit the Barrymore Hotel and utilize our services there. We are raffling, as Bo shared with you, a 2-night stay at the Barrymore Hotel, along with up to a 30-person meeting event or space at our hotel. We will be giving away 30 Barrymore logoed masks with the meeting of your choice, whether it's a social event, wedding, up to 30 people. So we did do this raffle this morning, and the lucky winner is Salima Bennett. She's with the Career Source of Tampa Bay. So congratulations, Salima, on winning our raffle today with your 2-night stay and your event space up to 30 people at the hotel. So we look forward to working with you, and we look forward to seeing all of you at the Barrymore Hotel, and we will be keeping you safe, keeping your rooms clean, keeping the areas all sanitized for all of our safety during our travels. So we look forward to seeing you guys at the Barrymore Hotel. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Selena. Really quick, we are going to go ahead and share our slides. All right. So thanks again, Brandtastic, JMI, and the Barrymore Hotel. We would also like to thank our media sponsor, the Tampa Bay Business Journal, and our signage sponsor, Fast Signs. As a reminder, you are invited to use the chat feature throughout today's presentation. Please feel free to include your contact and to connect with each other throughout the event. If you've worked with a fellow chamber member in the past, share your Remember a Member moment in the chat. We will select one member to win a copy of Debbie Lundberg's new book, Remote Work Rockstar. Sorry, that was a mouthful. Make sure to check the Monday morning email to see who the winner is. All right, and so now we are going to talk about our new members this past couple months, right before we announce our speaker. So just a few new members. We have Advent Health Carrollwood, A Gold Photo Pet Photography, Blue Star Families, Cox Media Group, Electronic Merchant Systems, Irene Ferguson, McRae and Metcalf, Crown Trophy Tampa, On the Map Incorporated, and Community Tampa Bay. All right. Thank you to our renewals, and congratulations to those celebrating your anniversary. Your membership in support of the Chamber is now more important than ever. We know that there are many places you can invest your resources, especially during uncertain times. We look forward to serving you in the coming year, and please let us know if there's anything that we could be doing to help you or your business. Just a few renewals that have reached a milestone that I wanted to mention. Tampa Garden Club is celebrating 16 years of membership. And then 3 companies are celebrating 3 years of membership: Johnson & Jackson, the Barrymore Hotel, and Booyah Gastro Bar, which we took advantage of yesterday. And I love that place. So much fun. Thank you to our members who have recently joined or renewed as part of our 110% club. When members voluntarily contribute an extra 10% of your annual investment, your contribution helps the South Tampa Chamber provide relevant programming and resources to serve the needs of its members, in addition to supporting the advocacy and promotion of business growth. In July, we launched a new program called Chamber Champions. Thank you to those members who have contributed to a fund that will be used to sponsor the annual membership of members in need. To date, we have sponsored 3 memberships and have current pledges to support the sponsorship of 2 additional memberships. It's something we're very, very proud of and very excited about. And then as always, we would love to recognize our Chairman's Circle members, including our newest Platinum member, Advent Health. Thank you to all of our members for your support of the South Tampa Chamber over these past few months. I can't say it enough. Your investment allows us to continue to advocate for business, connect and educate our members, you all, and then making the South Tampa Chamber and community the best place to live, work, and play. Don't forget to connect with us on social media. We have multiple member-only groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. We're also hosting Facebook Lives at select member businesses to highlight our Open for Business campaign, one of which tomorrow we have at Center State Bank. Make sure to tune into the Chamber Facebook page each week for new featured businesses. If you have any questions about the announcements today, please use the chat feature here on Zoom or contact one of our staff members for assistance. And now, thank you for our speakers today. Our first speaker, Rob Higgins, Executive Director of the Tampa Bay Sports Commission, and then we'll hear from LaKendria Robinson, Director of Business Connect and Community Outreach for the Tampa Bay Super Bowl Hosts Committee. Please put any questions you may have in the chat, and we'll save them for the end for those questions to be answered. So Rob, without further ado, I'll turn it over to you.
All right, let me pull up our screen here. 1 second, guys. Thanks so much for allowing us to join you guys this morning. LaKendria and I will tag team the presentation, and we'd be happy to answer any questions after we get done. We're 173 days away from our community's 5th Super Bowl, and that continues to stay on track. Obviously, as we've experienced over the last 5 to 6 months, these days are long and a lot can happen throughout, but I promise you February 7th in terms of Super Bowl is still on pace, and we're in great shape. We're event organizers, so we're built to be nimble and flexible, and if things come up where we need to adjust or modify along the way, we'll definitely be ready to do that. But as of now, there's been no instruction by the NFL to do that. It's been great seeing the Bucs back at training camp and getting their work in, preparing for the season. And like I said, I think we're continuing to make great planning and preparations for Super Bowl as well. Every Super Bowl is important. Anytime you get an opportunity to host one of them, there's a lot of great things that come from it, whether it's the economic impact, whether it's the social impact, or the exposure that we get as a community. There are some huge takeaways, but you look at the last 5 or 6 months specifically, and the importance of this one is certainly really shaping up to be a big catalyst in terms of our hometown's recovery from the recent challenging times. So that's obviously something that's really exciting from our standpoint. It's something that we're trying to take advantage of every minute of planning to make sure that we are positioned well and positioned to be successful. We're on Zoom calls with the NFL all day, every day, and have been for quite some time. Literally just came from a marketing call a few minutes ago and head to an operations call after this. And so we are making great strides. Well, I say it's the most important Super Bowl of our lifetime. What I would share is our community has a long-standing history of dealing with these Super Bowls during challenging times, whether it was 1991 with the Gulf War, 2009 in the recession. Then our community always steps up when it needs to step up most, and I can tell you behind the scenes right now that's happening at a really high level. I mentioned economic impact. The other key area I think that we always focus on is the social impact. We want events that'll leave a lasting legacy in our community. And last week, we were fortunate to make a couple of great announcements, and I think we really want to use our limited amount of time with you this morning to follow up on those, bring you up to speed on them, and provide some background on them. One of the announcements we made was related to our social legacy initiative, which is Forever 55. We're fortunate to have a joint partnership with the NFL. That's a $2 million commitment between our host committee as well as the NFL to really focus on 6 specific areas of need. We've got some great strategic partners that are lined up in each of these different pillars, but the focus really is on early education, food insecurity, families, health, wellness, sustainability, and systemic justice. And so we're really pleased with a lot of the conversations that have happened related to that. And I think this allows us to ensure that this 5th Super Bowl has a legacy that'll last a lifetime in our community. And that's again what we look for in events, is events that won't just come and go, events that will continue to impact our community for quite some time. Another initiative that we're really excited about, I'm going to turn it over to LaKendria to give an overview on, is our Business Connect initiative. She's done a fantastic job as the Director of Business Connect and Community Outreach, and we couldn't be more excited with the great progress we're making here. LaKendria?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rob. And thank you to the South Tampa Chamber again for having us today. So this is an especially exciting time for the Business Connect team. And as a reminder, Business Connect is the NFL's supplier diversity program for its special events. So for our team here in Tampa, Business Connect is focused specifically on Super Bowl. And it is a partnership between the NFL and our local host committee. And its goal is to really prepare our local diverse vendors for contract opportunities for the Super Bowl and the events leading up to the big game. So we began our recruitment process back in November of 2019 and concluded the process in February of this year, just before COVID hit. And after a 4-month application process, vetting process, we selected the top 2 vendors who we believe are the perfect complement to our NFL contractors and event producers. Since then, obviously, COVID-19 and social unrest have become the focus of our nation. And like many of you here joining us today, our Business Connect team was forced to revamp the way that we do business. I am happy to say that we have found more intentional ways to engage our current Business Connect vendors and provide opportunities for their survival and continued growth. So to date, and actually since probably April, we have facilitated a total of 11 professional development webinars. I know our Business Connect vendors are probably totally zoomed out, but we have been able to include several one-on-one conversations with NFL contractors about their procurement process. We've also tackled issues such as networking in the age of social distancing, managing your clients' changing needs, and our most recent webinar was a one-on-one conversation with 3 Super Bowl LIV contract awardees from Miami who shared their candid experiences about the program and working with the Super Bowl and working with NFL contractors. It was a really great webinar. All of our webinars have been really great. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback from our Business Connect vendors. We have also begun conducting business health checks to our Business Connect vendors to determine what their current state of business is. Really checking in and making sure that they are okay and making sure that they are surviving this difficult time. We've also used these business health checks to determine if they are still providing the products and services they originally completed their application for, as well as trying to determine if they are offering additional products and services. And to our surprise, and what's been the most rewarding for us, is that we have identified several vendors who are providing additional items and products such as personal protective equipment, social distancing products, and even have made some additional enhancements to their original business offering. So these business health checks will continue through February of 2021, Super Bowl week, of course, to ensure that we can identify vendors to provide the exact products and services our NFL contractors and event producers need. Our Business Connect team has also been able to do all of these new things while remaining at the forefront of procurement opportunities that are available to our vendors from our NFL contractors and event producers. Our team has worked tirelessly to connect our vendors to those opportunities and to advocate for them to our NFL contractor This includes helping them through the actual RFP process, understanding what that process is, understanding what our NFL contractors are specifically looking for, and really to guide our vendors to make sure that they are preparing the best possible winning proposal that they can. It is critically important to us, as well as to our vendors, to connect where and when we can our vendors to the contractors. After all, that's the main reason our vendors are in the Business Connect program and the main reason they applied in the first place. And so with that, I'm going to pass the baton back to Rob to continue to share more about Super Bowl and this incredible event that's coming to our community. And then, of course, I'll be here to questions at the end. Rob?
Thanks, LaKendria. Great job. Let me see if I can keep flipping through. We touched on the social impact. Naturally, Business Connect is going to be a big part of that as well, because we think that's a great game plan moving forward with major events. Naturally, the marketing value around a Super Bowl is gigantic. I'm not going to read off all these stats related to it. The thing I would just say is for really the last year and a half, we've worked with a lot of national media to make sure they have what they need to be able to prepare and plan for their coverage of our hometown. So whether it's the major networks, helping them identify potential set locations, to beauty shot locations, to information about our community, we want to make sure we really shine on this great stage that we're so fortunate to be on. It is so much more than a game. Traditionally, it's in the neighborhood of 150 to 200 events. You have the NFL sanctioned events like you see there on the screen, and then also a variety of unsanctioned events and parties and things of that nature that really make Super Bowl the spectacle that it is. We're fortunate it is a public-private partnership. We've got great support from our local municipalities, whether it's Hillsborough County or the city of Tampa, to the Florida Sports Foundation, to local convention and visitors bureaus, and then a great suite of private partners that have come on board to help really step up and support the effort. The two most recent that we announced last week were Ashley Home Store and then ReliaQuest as well, who have been fantastic partners. We're excited to have them on board. You know, not having hosted a Super Bowl in 12 years, and then also where we're at as a community, I think it offers us really two different opportunities to show how far we've come since 2009. You think about just how much our community has grown, the things that are new and different, not only over the last 12 years, but just the last 4 or 5 years specifically since we hosted the Super Bowl, but then also what's on the horizon. So many great projects taking place. We want to make sure that we are able to shine a light on what it'll be like the next time somebody comes back following Super Bowl, whether it's for a vacation, a trip, hopefully whether it's to bring their business, whatever it may be. We want to make sure we're giving folks an opportunity and a reason to come back through that preview. Lastly, I would just share too another great announcement that we had as part of last week's virtual press event was the unveiling of Super Bowl Experience. And this is something we're extremely excited about. In the past, in previous cities, there was really two different events. There was an event called Super Bowl Live, which was an interactive fan festival. And then there was Super Bowl Experience, which was also a fan festival of sorts with interactive games. Well, for the first time through this great partnership with the NFL, we're bringing it together, all branded as Super Bowl Experience. In the past, the event has been a ticketed event that has had a cost associated with it. For the first time, it'll be totally free. We're building upon the game plan that we had back in 2017, and then all the events that have followed, and really leveraging the Riverwalk and creating a seamless experience with a variety of different parks, a variety of different themes and activities, interactives, to give anybody and everybody an opportunity to create Super Bowl memories. And I think through this setup, it's really a differentiator for us from our competition in other cities. And we think the setup is going to work really well. It'll kick off the day before Gasparilla on the Friday prior to it, Gasparilla Eve. And then we'll run all the way up until game day, which is basically, a week and a couple days later. And I know the NFL is really excited about this effort. I think, naturally we are as well. And we think it's going to be the backbone to a lot of our big events moving forward. So with that, that's the latest and greatest in terms of Super Bowl 55. We'd be happy to entertain and answer any questions. I'm hoping that it's not the 65 currently reflected in the chat.
Thanks, Rob and LaKendria. We actually had no questions, but I have a question for you two, if that's okay.
Sure.
Just for our membership, what is the best way for them to get involved if they do want to get involved as we move forward? And how has maybe COVID kind of changed or impacted that process?
Well, community ambassadors are a huge part of any opportunity to host the Super Bowl. So it really takes a village. We encourage folks to get involved with our community ambassador program. It just launched recently. There'll be a variety of different opportunities to volunteer and be a part of the Super Bowl. You can log on to our website, tampabaylv.com, to join that effort. You can also, in order to continue to get the latest updates and news around the Super Bowl, the website's not only a great resource, but then also you can check out our social media. Traditionally, our handle's Tampa Bay LV. We stay really active on social. We do a weekly podcast. We have a newsletter, a couple different newsletters actually. So a lot of ways to get information, a lot of ways to stay up to date and be involved. And we'd love any help we can get from that community ambassador standpoint. I can tell you that's been the key to success with all of our major events. When you have folks coming into town, whether it's somebody from corporate America to an NFL owner to a fan that's coming in, having a smiling, hospitable face that's knowledgeable about our community and that's passionate about our community makes a huge difference. And I think it's a great first and last impression. And we just encourage anybody and everybody to get the word out about that program, because we love as much support as possible. Our fifth Super Bowl's got to go really well in order for us to get a sixth. And it's things like that can help lead to future efforts for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, Rob. LaKendria, did you want to add anything?
No, I think Rob did a great job covering all of that. I was
Awesome.
waiting to hear him mention the podcast, because I think the podcast that we have is awesome. And we are one of, actually the first host committee to have a podcast that is featured weekly. We have great guests, and I've made a couple of appearances. So if nothing else, please make sure you subscribe and listen to the podcast. It'll really give you a good behind the scenes look at a lot of the things that our team is doing to prepare for Super Bowl.
Great. I love that. Our board chair has a question. She wants to know just what's the typical turnaround time for after filling out the Super Bowl ambassador/volunteer application?
The application process is a pretty quick and simple one. Lisa Urban on our team has done a fantastic job setting up the registration for it. It doesn't take long at all. What you do is you get basically pre-registered now, and then a little later on this fall, the actual shifts of what's available will come online, and then you can pick from those shifts to become a part of it. So you can find a day and time or days and times that work well for your schedule. We try to do that a little later on so that you're not trying to predict what your schedule could look like 6 months from now. And like I said, you could sign up through that. We've got a bunch of different options in terms of training sessions We ask that everybody participates in one training session as part of it, so you can learn exactly what to expect. You likely would get your uniform at that time. We'll have some great swag that goes with it as well. And again, we just encourage everybody to help be a part of it, help Team Tampa Bay shine.
Awesome. And then the last question that I have for you both is, what's the quickest way to get free tickets?
We usually put that request right below the request to sing the national anthem, and then right above the request to do the coin toss. So that's not going to happen. While we love each and every one of you, the tickets obviously are hard to come by, but we promise you, getting a chance to bring your family down to Super Bowl experience will feel a lot like being in the game itself, and it's something you don't want to miss.
I love that. Okay, thanks. So again, thanks to Rob and LaKendra for joining us today to spend some time with our members. Let's give one more virtual round of applause for our panel and our sponsors, Brandtastic, JMI, and the Barrymore Hotel. Thank you to everybody, and we look forward to seeing you for our September membership meeting. Backed by popular demand, we will be hosting another round of virtual speed networking. And please, please, please save the date for our Resiliency 101 workshop series in September on the 21st through the 25th. I mean, that's going to be a really wonderful way to strengthen your businesses in a very tangible way. So we're really excited about that event. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, or you want more information about the event, obviously contact Erica, our events manager. And we're going to go ahead and unmute everybody in the room to allow for additional networking for those who wish to continue to connect. Again, thanks for everyone for coming today. We appreciate you all.